Thanks, everyone, for being here.
Thank you.
The proceeding was a presentation of the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Find our other great shows on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and at RadioMisfits.com. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
This has been a presentation of Opie Productions.
Tony, can you shut up?
Are you my mommy?
You my mommy.
You my mommy.
Ashley's in a bad mood.
I'm just trying to get
to go.
Oh.
Okay, can you send this out?
Yeah, you have more Twitter followers than everybody else, so go ahead.
Okay, so what has happened
Whoever's
here?
the most popular.
I'm the most popular, let's be honest.
Obviously.
I mean, Ryan Cheverini already left, so.
So this is what happens after a show, by the way.
Okay, Anne, hold up your damn tweet
A lot
card.
of chaos, and we're gonna let
As opposed to
listen-
during the
listen
show
away.
where it's no chaos
right,
whatsoever.
and we're gonna let the listeners in on our conversations as we do things here. This is the Lafter Show.
I don't get it.
Who named that?
See?
LAF.
Laughter.
Oh.
Lossano and Friends. We just added an L,
Oh, okay.
an L to
Okay,
after.
I
and so
gotcha.
yeah, okay.
Clever.
Yeah, and so it's just the idea was that we had some really good conversations off the air, and we want to
Right.
share them, but also that the listeners don't get to hear all of us.
Technically, they're not on the air in the first place.
You
so.
see that? I don't understand what we are.
We're
not in the air, but we're not on the air. We
We're
can't
on the
say
pod.
on the air.
Like,
No,
we're on the
whatever.
pod, but you're on the pod.
The internet. We're on the internet after 6 p.m.
We're on the net.
The interweb.
at Lossano.com.
Yeah.
New topic. All right.
Jimmy!
What? Oh, sorry.
But this is not a produced thing. This is just us talking.
Right.
I don't know what we're talking about, though.
Well, we're going to talk
We have
about...
some issues.
We have some... Usually we talk about how the show just went and how we
I
feel
think
about
the show went really well.
Today
by the
I thought it
way.
was pretty good.
Yeah.
I would say it's
Yeah.
our best one ever.
Yes.
I think you
Out
got
of
a little-
all, what,
Biggest
11?
celebrities ever. Sean Connery, in my interview with him. That was amazing.
Oh, I know.
I think at the end you
Totally
got a
believable.
little lost maybe on a couple things.
I did.
You were scrambling looking for something. I'm
well,
not sure what it was.
there was two things going on. One, I had reset my computer, so I had to reload everything.
Okay.
There was a weird buzzy kind of a sound
I know.
thing happening.
I agree. I know there was an issue and it had to be taken care of.
It'd
But
be nice if you got a new PC. Just saying. Excuse me.
by the way, I'm eating gum here.
No.
Chris took off like a bat out of hell. Like I thought something happened. Like there was an emergency. So he ran out here. Like someone died.
I want to be quick.
But no, that's great. Sense of urgency.
And then the other thing, Anne just lost her cell phone, which we can't find now because you...
I'm going to tweet a picture, though.
Because
so.
of your rules, you made her turn off her phone so that we can't call it and find it. So I hope that you're happy that
think
we followed your
DDP
instructions.
This
Ran
is
off with their
absolutely
phone.
true.
Yeah, and he's like, well, we need to do a show. Like, so let's move on. Obviously, he does not care that I just lost all my information.
But
I'm
this brings
turning your
up-
mic off, Tony, because your chewing sounds. I will
I
kill
know.
somebody.
Oh my
But
God,
this bring-
know.
I mean,
that's like my biggest pet
I've-
peeve.
Yes,
is people
likewise.
chewing.
Yes.
I've lost
loudly.
my phone
Yes.
before, and it's like the worst. I mean, like, what do you... It's
It's like
horrible.
you're
Like, I
naked.
think she's going to cry.
Thank you for sympathizing.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
do.
it's tough.
It's a horrible thing because you lose your phone numbers. You don't know people's
Right.
numbers. All your contacts,
I-
everything's on there.
I feel for her.
And then you go to the iPhone store, like, did you back it up? And you're like, no, should have backed it up.
Right.
Oh,
I-
I'm going
I-
to back up my phone right now.
I
This doesn't
feel
happen
for
to me
her,
the
but
next
I
show.
also
I don't
have.
think you do.
I have this to do too. So I said, let's do the two together because we're not going to magically find the phone by calling.
Tweet. I just tweeted the
We're
picture,
tweeting.
man.
And Ashley's tweeting because she's the most popular one on the show.
Right.
Clearly.
Right.
The most followers.
Right.
How many followers do you have?
I don't
anyway?
know. It's the people that, wander the museum and they see me around here and they're like, oh my God, I have
I'm going
to
to follow.
follow her
No,
on Twitter.
they say they're going to follow you for a different reason. Yeah,
They're
no.
following you. They're literally right behind you right now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I hope you find your phone, and I think that we will.
You will
My
find
tweet is
Thank
going to
you,
reach
Jimmy.
millions right now.
I think one of the guests accidentally picked it up, and we
I
all know who
think
that
it. Why
she
did you
did.
put so much emphasis on accidentally?
Hopefully
there?
it was
Are
the
you,
cute
Well-
You're insinuating.
I don't want
Okay.
to. I've been scolded before for saying the wrong things by a certain individual who's not speaking right now, chewing gum.
I got rid of the gum. Let me point out this
I
gum.
love this.
They stopped making this gum in 2007.
What?
Yeah,
The flavor or the actual brand?
the flavor. It's Eclipse Lemon.
Ew, does it taste
Lemon.
really gross and old?
No, I like it, and it's still fine. And so I bought up the last of the stock when they were getting rid of it. I had cases. This is like one of the last packs I had, and I I just had to throw out one of the pieces.
When you when you went and bought all this gum, did you buy it in bulk? Like,
Yeah.
did they look at you
I
funny?
I had to. No, I went online and bought it.
Oh.
Ashley Lobo has 1,537 followers. So
Wow.
follow Ashley
I've got
at
0.
Ashley Lobo. Now, what the hell's going
Okay,
on with
first
that?
of all, you-
What is going on with that?
I have 2 issues. One, you want me to get on Twitter so that you
I
can
do.
promote whatever.
Yeah.
I have no followers, so who are you going to promote to? And 2, you just talked about all this hacking and all that stuff, so there's my point.
I will give you 2, but going back to 1, there are your fans out there who want to follow
No,
you.
they don't.
Yes, they do.
You're nuts.
Every week, I get people going, I want to know more
Who?
about Jimmy. I don't know these people. They're your fans.
Oh, okay.
And so...
I want to know
and-
more about
and-
Jimmy.
and 10
Me too.
I'm on
And
Facebook.
his hot
And 10 weeks ago, 10 weeks ago, you said, I will get a Twitter account. Then 2 weeks ago, you went, why do I need
Why?
one?
I don't need
You've
one.
changed your story.
Why? I don't need a Twitter account.
Just
Yes,
get
you
one.
do. Everyone's doing it.
Tony just
Duh.
set one up for him.
I'll do it.
I don't think...
How long
The
did
best
it take you to
picture
get
of
onto
those green
Facebook, Jim?
pants.
I got on that right away.
Yeah, he did.
Why that, but not this?
I don't have time. I don't have time for it.
Time? Really? You create an account, it's like 5 seconds.
Do it
I
during
know.
the show. You have plenty of time.
That's
when I
true. There's
do
a lot of
things.
And you can
there's a lot of
actually-
downtime on this show.
You can actually tie them together too, your Facebook and your Twitter account, so that anything you post on one posts on the other, and then that
Yes.
cuts down your
It does.
time.
Now I don't want to do it just because Tony wants me to do it.
Your
Go,
fans
I
want
like
to do
most
it.
things.
Your fans. That's
Oh,
true.
okay.
That is true. By the way, very good on the use of the bell today, including in this portion of whatever this is, the Lafter Show. Yep.
Oh, ding
We've
dong.
never. I mean, we've maybe mentioned it twice. The purpose of the bell is you ring it when you think it's time to move on to a different
Right,
topic.
right.
You have hardly done that during the show. Would you like to
Well,
explain?
I think it's hard to do it during the show because you have the guests on and you don't want them to feel like they're boring.
Right.
And if we explain why we're ringing the bell, it's like moving on because you're boring. I think that wouldn't be good for the guests.
Well, then
Don't
we can
worry
do it.
about the guests.
Now, when you're talking,
Yeah,
it's
when
a
I'm-
different
no
story.
problem.
When
Right.
I'm talking, he'll do it.
Well, not very often.
That was
You're
not
never boring.
Jim at that time. That was Ann
Yeah.
dinging herself.
You can tell
You
the
know what I'm
difference.
saying.
You can tell the difference
I'm cutting myself
between
off.
who rings. Yeah.
You can. You can.
Anyway,
Anne, are you okay? Are you going to be okay?
Yeah.
Not.
Because
No.
I'll loan you my burner phone.
The burner phone.
Burner
Oh, can I have
phone?
the number?
It's a
I
disposable
can't-
phone.
I was actually wondering if I could borrow your cracked out
My
iPad.
tablets. Yeah.
That really does that still work?
No.
Why do you break that thing out every week? I mean, it's broken, so but
It's
why?
like-
Seriously, it's
There are-
non-usable.
There are photos on our Facebook page from this show, and I'm sure that one of them is of my broken tablets. And I know that Ed Silla of the Radio Misfits Podcast Network,
Ed.
the guy in charge, has commented on why do you bring that out? Why is that there? I think it's funny.
Is that his voice?
Yeah,
Is that how he talks?
Is that pretty much
No.
how he sounds?
It's very similar.
Yeah.
Not exact, but
Ed
you know.
is the best.
At what we don't know.
Oh, he made my website. My website's amazing.
Wait, you have a website
AshleyLobo.com.
that he made?
Yeah.
How long did that take?
This is a few years in the making. I'm still asking him to change the background.
Well, it's always a work in
because I don't
progress,
like
you
it.
know.
Well, I had a fan reach out to me on Facebook asking how he could listen like remotely on his phone, and I asked Ed, and Ed sent me like 10 pages of directions for him. So I
Right.
forwarded it to him, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I thought that was for you." I'm like, well, "No, our fan. Like, why
You're
would
like,
I
I lived
need-"
it in person. I'm not going to go back and listen to it. on my
And our fan was like, "Thanks, that was a huge help." I'm like,
Here's
Awesome.
here's a quick clip of Ed.
Washable.
That's what he sounds like. So,
Washable?
He sounds
Why
like
did you
he's
ISO up
100.
washable?
I guess I find it funny.
All right, sir.
Washable.
Yeah.
did he say watchable or washable?
Washable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Poor
yeah,
Ed.
no, Ed's very, very knowledgeable and helpful, and doing a great job with the network.
Mm-hmm.
But
Washable.
maybe he could find my iPhone.
But he does get into great details when you ask a question. It's like reading a manifesto of some sort. It's like I just want.
I appreciate that, though. I mean, coming from a tech background myself, although a lot of people not so much. So I understand both sides of this equation.
But without getting into too many details, because I don't want to cause waves, but I know that there was a situation where you had to explain to an engineer about how to do something, and you sent in great details what needs to be done, and that wasn't done because they didn't read that or get that. Am I correct?
That's their
yes,
problem if they didn't read it.
partially correct, but yes.
So,
So it's just lines of communication.
yeah,
that's all.
okay. All right.
And usually, the simplest,
it's tech talk. We just,
quickest, way
withdraw.
between 2 points is a straight line. So
The biggest thing on Instagram and Twitter right now is Maggie Daly Park.
Yeah,
Right.
just
Because
skating.
of what we just talked about.
Because of
Ice
us.
ribbon.
Because of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it does look really cool, and I'm kind
Even
of
so it
sad I'm
hasn't
not
aired
there right
yet,
now.
I didn't want to correct you at the time, Tony, but it's to be fair, it is a skating ribbon, not a skating rink.
Yeah, it is a ribbon.
You're right. It is a ribbon. I
Yeah.
had that on my notes.
I would have called
Which
it
means
a
that there are a
ring.
lot of different ways and places you can fall.
Let me
Yeah.
point out, I make a list of mistakes that I make from every show. And I've been doing better. Oh, yeah, it's a list.
No, I know,
Wait,
but I mean,
wait, can you read some off?
It's
Is the
like, why
first
would
thing
you
on
do
that-
that to yourself?
Is what?
Is the first thing on that list that you woke up today?
Oh.
No? Okay.
That was mean.
Actually,
Burn.
oh, I'm sorry. I take it back.
All right, Tony, what is one mistake that you've made
Go to
today?
confession.
It's stupid things. It's like the skating ribbon thing. It's just I said the wrong thing. That's all it is.
I would have
They
said
got
skating
it.
rink. I wouldn't know skating
I know.
ribbon.
Yeah, I
I-
don't know that I've ever heard skating ribbon before.
because
They started it.
Well, because
thing.
right, because it's basically a walking path that is turned into a skating path for the winter. So it's
wonder how
not
many
a
people are
rink.
gonna
It's not
fall.
like a big giant pool of ice. It is.
Then what's
a,
the point?
You skate on a trail, a wide trail
Oh.
throughout the park, and it has zigzags and all that. But it's a continuous motion. It's a ribbon from above.
It's a pretty neat idea, actually.
It
It
is,
is.
but
It is.
Yeah.
It's almost like skiing.
how about a skating trail?
Yeah,
That's
like a
kind
ski
of what
trail.
that is.
Yeah.
Ribbon sounds more, graceful and,
Well, it is.
wintry.
It's pretty. It's honoring Maggie
Christmassy.
Daly. So it's a ribbon.
So I'm going to read
I
some.
think that sounds like you won a prize and you got a ribbon.
Right. I'm going to read some notes I get from producer Ann. I stopped myself there because I used to hate being called producer Tony.
I know. I remember that.
hate
Oh,
that.
we got in a big argument about that.
Yeah. yeah.
Why?
Actually,
I like it.
Why is
actually-
that a bad thing?
I think it sounds prestigious.
I like it,
Producer
actually.
Ann.
Are these
Call-
notes that came during the show?
During this particular show that we just taped before this.
And Tony throws them on the ground. I see.
No,
it.
I read them, and some of them. Yeah.
Go ahead.
But does that mean he's mad?
So I apologize, Ann. I could not get to this because we already moved on, but I wish I would have known. Ann sends me a note. I grew up in Berwyn.
How did you not know that?
I didn't know. How would
I went to high
Tony-
school in Berwyn. I grew up there. Everyone in their
Well, I figure
I thought
if
it
you
was
grew up
Stickney.
there that you would also go
Stickney.
high
Stickney
school.
is Berwyn. I mean, it's
You don't know where
Close.
each one of us grew up? Come on, what's
I
wrong
know,
with you?
right?
God.
Where did Chris
Stick me.
grow up?
Another Chris Haskell?
No.
Chris Cwiak.
Yeah.
He grew up in Birmingham, Alabama.
Is that true?
You can hear that from my
Birmingham-
accent clearly.
Is that true?
Not at all.
Birmingham,
Not even a
Alabama.
little.
Where'd I grow
Where-
up,
I've never even
Tony?
been to Alabama.
Where did Ashley grow up?
Wilmette.
Ashley, is that true?
Scottsdale,
I went
Arizona.
to I went to high school in Wilmette, so
But you didn't
close
grow up
enough.
there. Where did I grow up?
Indiana of some sort, some
no,
small town.
not even close. Where did you grow up?
Jacksonville,
you probably don't even know
Wyoming.
that.
I don't.
Yeah. So you
He
don't
grew
know
up
any.
in the
No.
city of Chicago, and his
Well, you
mom
know
is a
why I
police
don't know
officer.
that? It's because
She'll
you
beat
don't.
you up.
If you had a Twitter page, it would say where you were born and all that.
Well, apparently it's not working because you
I
know
don't know
where
that-
nobody's from.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah.
You really don't know
I don't
where
want
Jim's from?
anyone to know where I live on my Twitter or anything that I
Jimmy,
have
did you not
online.
grow up in Indiana?
No.
Where did you grow up?
In Joliet.
Okay. It's,
Joyless.
Practically
Joyless.
Indiana.
it's
you know.
almost like Indiana.
Well,
Were
that's true, but
Did you live by the prison?
no. I was on
Did
the
you
west
live
side.
in the prison? I see. It's a trick question.
I was a prison baby.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Prison baby.
Another note I got, and I wasn't going to include him in this conversation, but I'm going to. Ann sent me a note saying, should I tell Alan to stop taking pics?
Because of the beeping.
Right.
I thought I had the sound
Here's
off.
the thing. Here's the thing.
And I
Alan, did we not have a discussion before the show? I put up these signs. I said, this is for you. And you went, I never make beeps. I hate beeps. I would never do that. And the next thing I know is, should I tell Alan to stop taking pictures? He's beeping.
I looked. I have all the sound off for whatever reason on my cameras. When you use the flash, it beeps no matter what.
Right,
Well, I
right.
want to make sure I was doing my job because
You
told
did.
me. Okay,
Absolutely.
make sure
Make
it's
sure
not
you get a
beeping.
new camera for next week, Alan, or you're just
I
gonna have
just
to sit
did.
in the hallway.
Alan has like 7 cameras.
Cameras sitting here.
Here's the interesting thing. He's not even the photographer. He's just doing this for fun. We have a photographer. Mallory's right there.
Every time I pick
But
up a
his camera
camera
doesn't beep.
thinking it's yours, he's like, no, that's mine. I'm like,
What?
wait, there's like 12 cameras.
You did notice I didn't mention to Mallory, hey, is your camera? I knew it wasn't Mallory.
Right.
I knew it was
think he's
Alan.
a little bit more
Yeah,
professional.
no,
And
absolutely.
Alan sends me all of the pictures of myself too, right after the show,
Yes,
immediately.
Yes, but let's also point out that you fight to not get those pictures taken. As soon as you walked in, don't take any pictures of me. I don't look good.
She's got her hand
The
on the
best
camera.
looking person here is
No.
going, I don't look good.
Oh,
Don't
I
know.
never said that. What are you talking? Oh, you meant.
Yeah,
you meant-
hey, I
yeah,
see what you did
actually,
there.
yeah.
That's not, you know.
And like I like to tell Ashley, it's not our fault, Ashley. That's how you look right now.
Right. I always go, well, that we have to look at you, so.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
You look better than most people do on their worst day. Wait,
They're going to say I look better now than I did like last week.
People on their worst.
I
forgot
you
how
want
that goes.
people to hate you? Tell them that. Say, oh no, I don't look good. People will
I have
hate
bags
you.
under my eyes. I'm so tired.
Don't care.
She was out partying all night.
People will
No,
hate
it's
you.
because I work too late.
Oh, is that what we're calling
My
it?
life is hard.
Okay.
Is that what we're calling it?
Okay. Were there any other notes?
No, that's pretty much
You
it.
threw them on the ground.
I
See,
have,
he does. This is what he
I
does.
have them
He
right
throws
here.
them on the ground.
But they're like Sean Connery ? She was just reminding me to get to Ashley.
To my very important interview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one about Ellen. So.
Well,
Oh.
nuh-uh.
Alan's got a lot of comments today.
There was a 2 from it.
If you ever want your phone back,
The other one
being
is
nice to me.
Ellen cannot turn off beeping FYI. By the way, you didn't write off. You just wrote off.
Well, no, I wanted you to know that I was paying attention and staying on top of things.
Because we'll get scolded afterwards.
You did. That's true. It's absolutely true. But
I love that you make these jokes in front of the guests after the show, and they all think like, "Oh my God, Tony's like ruling with an iron fist over there," and everybody's so intimidated by him and scared of him and everything like that.
Ryan was like, "You're really tough on them, aren't you?"
Yeah, Ryan Shiverini was very much like, "Jesus, I work in a high pressure environment, but this is insane."
Oh, it's true though.
We all get the belt.
He's mellowed out. You should have seen him about 15 years ago.
Well, I know, and that was one of
frightening.
the topics on what was it, the second or third show?
Yeah, and well, but Ann was only there only like 4 years ago or 5 years ago.
When you say there, what do you mean
at
there?
Nude Hippo. So
you.
when she was talking about what she was talking about was only a few years ago. Alan's right. I was a lot worse. Jimmy could back this up. I was a lot worse even back then. Yeah. I mean, way back when.
Jimmy, did he give you the belt?
I think it's I would say it's about the same.
Does Jimmy get scolded like on his own, like in the?
I do.
For wearing jackets usually.
I get a lot of notes.
It's notes. It's notes. It's not scolding. But Jimmy has a way to, throw it back at you so that this way you're like, oh, I don't want to give him any notes.
Yep.
That's what he does it for.
It's
That's why.
It's like the kid who doesn't want to wash dishes, so he drops a dish and it shatters, and he never has to wash dishes anymore.
Well, you asked me.
Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Ed Silla, who we were just talking about him.
He has your phone.
Please.
He liked the picture of Anne going, "Who has my phone?"
Well, can someone find it?
So no one's found it, but Ed likes that your phone is
good.
missing.
Good.
Thanks, Ed.
Yeah.
FML.
Well, I gave everyone a note for this show, and I still think it stands. We talk over each other way too much on the show.
Yeah, a little. It wasn't. I don't think it was.
I don't
that
think we
bad.
talk over each other that much.
What are you talking about?
Sometimes,
I don't know.
I mean, during the show, I don't think it was that. There was a couple of moments,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit, but I think it wasn't too bad today.
It was better this week.
Yeah.
When you have 50 people in
It's
here,
hard.
it's kind of hard to not
Finally
talk
got
over
it
somebody.
right. Yay.
Oh, Ashley's tweeting.
I don't think...
She forgot she's got a mic in front of her. But yeah, when you got this many people in the room, it's hard to. I think overall we do pretty good considering how many people are in here.
Agreed.
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 So we did a test on the phone. The Skype is still not working. It's technical issues that we've been dealing with. We have,
I think that one might have been on me because I think I didn't want the dial-out sound on, so I had it potted down at that particular time.
Well, but
then I think when it kicked into the voicemail, it was still down.
Way to let everyone down.
So your
Chris.
pot was down. Okay,
Yes.
because I have this.
Wine 0. Okay, wine is in W-I-N-E? W-I-N-E. Okay.
That's the return.
W-H-I-N-E. Right, it's very confusing.
Yeah, the recording was happening.
So that's what they hear when that's on the other end. That's
Correct.
what they hear.
Yes.
So that it's a little garbled.
Yeah. Again, there's some technical issues that are getting.
Is that us or is that Skype?
Not everyone
neither?
understands tech issues.
Yeah.
So I got really excited. I was like, you have to take a quick interview.
Okay.
So I'm just saying.
Basically, the line in is the issue that
You
we're having
can't
trouble
hear
with.
me.
We're not getting a 2-mix out
Is
into
that
the
how our
line in.
podcast sounds?
This is how our show is. You have not listened, have you, Jimmy? Yeah, no, that's not.
All right. All right.
Sounds great.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh.
All right, so okay.
Jimmy, talk to me
That's
about
just
pizza.
Skype.
I'm really hungry.
Yeah, why don't we ever have food here, Jimmy?
Nah.
I don't know why.
I was told we weren't allowed to have food in here.
No, you
sneak
were
one
not.
in.
Yes, I
No
was in the
one
very
will know.
beginning.
There's been food here
We're
every
not supposed
week.
to have anything in here. I know.
Oh, pizza.
I was going to say, we broke that rule a long time ago.
Domino's sounds so good right now.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
No.
Pizza.
Pizza.
What is wrong with you? Live in Chicago. That's like
Papa
one of the pizza
John's.
capitals of the planet Earth, and people are going, I want slop. I don't want actual pizza. I want something that resembles a pizza. Why? When you could go right next door and get a really good pizza.
Okay, my favorite is Connie's. That's
Connie's
Chicago.
is excellent, yes. And their frozen pizzas actually are
I like
excellent, too.
Illuminati's.
Illuminati's, when they were here, I know I can't say.
Illuminati's, everybody.
You know, Illuminati's. So they sent over pizzas for the Dick Biondi
like
show.
30 of them. It was amazing.
Along with Giordano's, who also sent.
There's an R in there, Giordano.
Giordano's.
Giordano's.
And I always go to Giordano's. And I didn't like Illuminati's until it just worked with me. This is how it's going to be said.
Yes, I know.
I didn't like them until they sent their pizzas here, and I love their sausage. That's the first time I ever liked their pizza.
It's a sausage disc that resides underneath the cheese, just between the crust and the cheese.
Ashley,
is excellent.
Ashley, I'm just letting you know that little fragment is going to be played on other podcasts now forever. That's what they do. The little numbskulls on Mass Hole and Bitches. They take these clips and they run with them. Great.
Tony.
See, don't you wish I had a mic in front of me all the time and you limit me to just that damn microphone that never works?
And she's off.
Thank you.
I'm glad you called out my typo on Twitter, Lossano.
Oh, yeah. So if you go...
Is that like saying Giordano's or Illuminati's?
Lossano.
You go to Anne's Twitter page. She has fixed it since then, but you go to her Twitter page and she's like, yeah, I work on Lossano and Friends. You know? It's a good show. It's a good show. And that's her bio, the little blurb underneath her picture. Lossano. I don't know who he is.
It's been spelled wrong for since the show
Who
started.
are you, Tony? You're not even
Lossano.
Tony Lossano.
You're not even Ashley Lobo. So don't start with me.
Boom.
Well,
Yeah.
it's close. Much
Fight.
closer than you.
Yeah, I guess.
Are you a fan of Los Lobos?
Yeah, actually, I just met a guy named Carlos Los Lobos last weekend. And we're going to be friends.
I don't think that has anything to do with it's just outside of the... Okay. You just met a guy, Carlos Los Lobos. I think we're going to be friends. When's your wedding date?
Hey,
Today, 12,
He's
13,
Johnny
14.
Depp's
did you get a
stand-in.
celebrity
Wow.
interview with him?
I'm trying.
I love that-
I'm going to try to get a celebrity interview with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. I hear that things are on the rocks.
I love her.
She's bringing him down. She's pulling out his addictions, and he now has problems.
So
Sad
wait,
story.
so she's a,
Did you get
And
this from the
she's-
stand-in?
is she
Yeah,
is
and
she an
she's
addict?
still a lesbian and an addict.
Wait, she's
and
a
pregnant.
lesbian?
Duh, she's always been a lesbian. When I
No,
knew her on Playboy
thespian.
Club.
Thespian.
No.
Mispronouncing it.
I am so
On
confused.
the Playboy Club, she had a girlfriend that would come to set every single day and take pictures of us. It was really creepy. And her girlfriend looks like the female version of Johnny Depp. No joke.
The female version of Johnny
Female
Depp?
version.
I don't
Like
know that that would be a
real
good look.
skinny,
Wouldn't that be the Pirates of
scraggly
Caribbean look?
No, that's
Yeah.
that's the Keith Richards look.
Oh, okay.
Slash
yeah.
the Johnny Depp look.
Yeah.
So anyhow, she really is a lesbian, but I think she's with Johnny.
Do we have to say allegedly anywhere in here, or are
Allegedly.
we
Look
going
at me.
This is all
I don't know.
allegedly.
This is all true facts,
well, we're
people.
not saying anything.
Right.
I don't need to say
Just want to make this
allegedly.
clear. This is Ashley
not,
Lobo.
not really Lobo.
And
Right.
Ashley is speaking right now, just by the way.
I just love what's the name of Johnny Depp's stand-in? Carlos Los Lobos. That's like a fake name.
Carlos. It's his name on Facebook. Therefore,
They're close.
That's his name. We are now BFF.
It's like Michael Vick's name, Ron Mexico, when when he was like doing nasty things to women in hotel rooms back in the day.
Oh shoot, I got it wrong. It's Carlos Villalobos.
I'm not surprised.
Villalobos.
Well, Ashley, you've been doing a bit on the show, and the bit you did today was with Sean Connery.
Well, yes, Ashley,
Yes.
thank you so much for
Yeah.
having me on.
I like to point out that
Lossano
this
and
goes on
Friends.
literally for 3 minutes. This is Anne's husband. He does all the... Yeah, no,
No.
it's true.
Fiance.
It was not Anne's husband.
Yeah.
I'm married. That's my husband.
You were
Really?
married to
You're
Sean
married?
Connery?
Yeah.
What?
Well, yes, Ashley, thank you so much for having me.
I hope he doesn't make his living doing impressions.
Well, he made it on this show, so
Did he get paid for this? Did he get paid? Oh.
Scale.
Does he do impressions professionally?
yes, he does tours. all around Chicago.
He does.
Impersonating
Really?
Sean Connery.
Really?
No!
Boy,
Oh.
Jimmy, you fell for that one.
No!
I did too. Don't worry. I'm gonna do it.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. Was shocked to even hear that Anne was married until a couple weeks ago.
She
Look
was,
at her
she was,
giant
no,
rock.
she
you know-
was shocked to find out I was divorced.
Not that, but no, because she's like, it seems she's like in 15 places in a night. She's at this club and that club and this party and that party.
Such a club whore.
So that means
Well, no, I'm
not
just you're never
married.
home. Well, I guess that's why you're married still.
So
That's where I went wrong.
are you trying to say that married people just are supposed to sit at home and eat freaking pizza and watch Netflix?
No, it doesn't seem like your husband's ever in the pictures though.
He is.
Oh, I haven't noticed him. Sorry.
Well, maybe you should start stalking my Facebook more.
Well,
we're going out
You're in my
tonight.
feed, and I see that you're. No, you go a lot of places. You do a lot of cool things. It looks like. So I didn't realize you were married.
I'll tell him like how offended you are that he's not in more pictures on
He's
my
probably
Facebook.
taking the pictures.
Oh, that could be too.
And
That's what it is.
He trusts me. I go out.
Oh, I'm
Big
not saying you're.
deal.
No, I'm not saying anything's wrong with
Should
it.
he not trust
I'm just
you?
saying it was surprising that you were married, because you are out doing a lot of stuff.
And really hot.
Well, you
and
know,
you love me a lot.
We
so it
only
can
live
get confusing.
once, Jimmy. I like to make the most out of my life. I don't
not-
want to sit home and watch like
Okay,
reruns of Full
I'm
House.
sorry that I brought it up.
It would seem like maybe he, the husband, who shall remain nameless apparently.
Sean Connery.
Sean
Yeah,
Connery.
Sean Connery.
He's more of a homebody and wants to stay in and goes, yeah, go have fun.
Just so you guys all know, we're going out tonight together, so I'm going to plaster about 400 photos of just me and him.
And
And
I
I'm going
want-
to
Are you
tag
guys going-
Jimmy in all of them.
Are you guys going to a club?
And Sean Connery.
We are going to Barleycorn, so it's like,
Oh, wow.
That's not really a club.
well, whatever. It's
I didn't know
you
they were
drink
still
there.
open.
Well, sure.
And I don't go to nightclubs. Where do you
Okay.
think I hang out? I mean, all the pictures are from this show.
Are they? Oh, it just seemed.
People
I don't know.
are starting to think that you two are married.
Me and Ann.
Yeah.
You guys are fighting like a married
by the
couple.
sound of this.
I feel like he'd be one of those husbands who's like, you don't leave the house.
No, I'm not.
That's why
There's
he's
nothing-
not with anyone.
You're going to wear my bright lime green pants.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying. I
Where's
didn't
my
realize
dinner?
you were married.
Women, like, you're stuck in the 1800s. Like, you can't wear pants. Wear a dress.
Have you ever been accused of that?
No.
No, it doesn't have a Twitter. What other things? Yeah.
now you know why Jimmy's not on Twitter. He gets in
So you will be taking pictures? Because how are you going to take pictures?
I'm
You have no
going-
phone.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'll use my husband's phone. Or maybe I'll steal someone's before I leave the show.
Oh, my fiance is calling me.
Maybe one of Alan will let me borrow one of his 12 cameras.
That really ruins.
no.
That really ruins
Yeah,
this.
it'll end up like your phone.
Right. It ruins this.
Ashley Lobo is not married to Tony Lossano.
You can't keep on calling him your fiance.
I know.
It breaks the rumor about you and I.
not being married?
Yeah, but not being married.
And I have and you're moving to Wisconsin, right?
Shh, that's on the DL.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you're moving somewhere. I don't understand. I don't know you very well, but I just cannot even picture you
By the way,
living there.
you're not doing really well with anyone.
Now Jimmy's going to be like, I don't think that you should have a fiance because you go out too much.
Well, no,
it's
I'm
okay. I
just-
don't think my coworkers are going to
I'm just trying to picture you moving from Chicago to
Wisconsin?
yeah,
I
Wisconsin.
Just the
really like
suburbs.
cows. They're so cute.
I know, but
I hope you. Do you like New Glarus beer?
I like cow
Yeah.
We're gonna
tipping.
get all of that you can
Yes.
handle, and
Yes.
please bring some back whenever you come back.
I like cherries, and Door County has a lot of cherries
That's
and
true.
cherry pie.
Not
so
middle of
so
winter.
does the Jewel.
Nah.
Yes.
Eh.
So we can.
And I like the water. There's beautiful
They have-
surrounding.
We have water.
They have more
here.
Lake. They have more Lake Michigan than we do. Yes, that's true. Do you like cheese?
I love cheese.
You're
Oh my
going to-
god, I'm
do you like-
lactose
Do you like?
intolerant,
Do you like
but
snow?
I love cheese.
Do you like snow?
Wait,
I
did you just say you're lactose intolerant?
I
Yet you
am.
love cheese?
Yes.
I'm the same way.
It's such
Me
a
too.
horrible thing to have.
All three of you, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We
Jesus,
should
I'm a
start
lucky
club.
guy.
Oh, enjoy it
Lactose
because I wasn't
intolerant.
always lactose. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
It just comes one day and
Yep.
kills you.
It
Literally.
did. It did. As an
Yeah.
adult, all of a sudden, I'm
Yeah.
like, what the heck?
Oh, bummer.
But
Yeah.
maybe we could get on the rides at Great America if we tell them we're lactose intolerant.
I don't think
No,
it works that way.
we need the IBS one that we used before.
It was IBS. That's what got us on the rides.
It got us. We were able to cut in line.
Yeah, you
because-
skip the line.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It had nothing to do with you two being pretty girls, I'm sure.
No.
No, because we were with Seth Davis and
Our
Jane
friend,
Kim.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't mean anything to our listeners.
I don't know who you're talking about myself. So
Yeah.
We were with.
Yeah, and it was also nice for Seth Davis to say, "Yeah, I was with this Seth Davis. He looks like a dork." I mean, really?
Well,
Well,
he
is
did
that
a
what
good
you're
job.
saying?
No, but
No,
like
it wasn't because we were two pretty girls. It was because we had a friend, Seth Davis, who said he had IBS, to the woman at Great America, and she said, "Oh, here's this pass. I feel your pain."
So she gave it to him, not
to
us.
him.
And it was a female.
But
who
you
gave
followed.
it.
But you had to help.
We had to.
So it's
hold
not like
his
we
pants.
flirted our way. It was like, hey, we have IBS.
That should be a pickup line, though. If a pretty girl came up to me and said, "Hey, I had IBS," I'd be like, "Let's go."
Will you help me in the bathroom?
Ashley was wearing a shirt with "I'm with him who has IBS" and a big finger on it. So, have we learned anything about one another? The listeners learned anything about us other than that
We all
none of the
have
girls like
lactose.
Jimmy?
Eye problem.
I've learned to
not speak.
I'm not gonna.
I'm
not gonna say anything.
That Jimmy's
mean.
I just didn't know you were married.
He's
That's
so
it.
mean. I didn't know this mean side of Jimmy before.
What do you think I've been getting from him all this time?
Oh,
I can't wear a coat.
So am I not? Are you offended that I go out?
No.
Would you be offended?
I'm envious that you get to go out to all these cool places.
If you were married, would you be mad if your partner went out and
No.
you didn't want to go out?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. I think it's great that you go to all these cool places. That was my point. I wasn't trying to condemn you.
Oh, maybe he wants to go with you. Andy.
Oh.
He's
well,
looking
you can
for
come to
invites.
Barleycorn tonight.
Oh boy.
I'm going to Fogo de Chao, actually.
Oh,
that's
man.
fancy.
Yummy.
All the meat you can eat.
Yep.
Jimmy likes sausage.
I heard that about Tony.
Everyone likes sausage.
I hope you do if you're going to be living in the land of cheese and sausage.
I just want.
I'm the Polish sausage queen.
Oh, really?
From Chicago.
I love him. I love me a little kielbasa
Me
from time to
too.
time.
Oh, there's going to be so many drops from this show on the other show. I'm just. Ed, all I use is
The
this.
sausage king.
That's all I ever play of you, and you're going to take all of this stuff and play on other shows. Okay. Well,
Ed, you better get the rights to do that.
Yeah,
This
he-
is Ashley Lobo.
he owns
No,
it.
but I just
He
want.
owns the
I
network.
want Jimmy to know that I love
I'm not
him and I
kidding.
think he's awesome.
We all think he's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's not go crazy, Tony.
I love Jimmy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ed. Thank you.
I love Ed
I love Jimmy
and Tony.
I love fill in the blank.
and Tony and Chris and Alan.
I love sausage.
I just.
I love lamp.
I love
I love
lamp.
Santa.
I love it that you're never gonna move, Ashley.
Thanks.
She's just going to the suburbs.
Yeah.
I found out that you and I could be roomies. There's still a chance.
Oh, my goodness.
So on Nude Hippo, we used to do this running segment where, because I had a camera guy on my show who will I'm not going to name him, Chris Haskell, and he came
I
up with
thought
this.
he died.
He did. He passed on.
I saw that on Facebook. I was really upset that no one told me.
We'll miss him. Anyway,
I will.
He had this idea of going, oh, it'd be great if you go cover, condos and make all this stuff. And I'm like,
It was
okay.
a really good concept.
It was a good concept. We did it poorly, didn't we?
We did.
But the idea was you and I were looking for a place together, and we were roomies. And so recently, you just sent me a message on email or whatever, and it was just like, the answer is no. I'm like, I don't know what the question is. And you're like, oh, I'm just saying I can't be. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that we can't be roomies, and you were like, no, that's still a possibility. Well, yeah.
Could
right.
you imagine? Oh, no.
Well, because my
I'm a
fiance
great
has already
roomie.
moved to Wisconsin.
I'm a great roomie.
And so I have an extra room. I mean, there's no bed. It's stuffed with like a wedding dress and
I'm used to wedding dresses.
clothes and
You wore
stuff
one
in
before?
there.
So cool.
You guys got to tape this for a show because this would be an amazing show. You and Ashley, Tony and Ashley living together in the same place would be
Interesting.
And
that
I
would
work-
be watchable. We'll
I
just
work-
put it that way.
I work down the street. I live 45 seconds from your place.
And takes
I
pictures
timed
of
it.
my lobby and my doorman saying, "Hi, I'm walking past your house right now." I'm like, "You're really creepy and kind of a stalker." This is where I live. I'm still in bed sleeping.
Showing you how close.
I know. I came to your work in front of your door and waved at you, and you ignored me. And the woman next to you was like, "Do you know that girl?" And she's like, "Yeah."
But that's like
And she like did not come out once, and she like shooed me away.
No, that was
from
my second day on the job. I didn't want them to think I was like insane. Like
You didn't want to be seen with me.
Let them make their own judgment.
Yeah, right.
Oh, thanks.
I'm
I'm already all the way inside, man.
So
It's
now
right.
you're in
I
trouble.
no longer come and visit Ann at work because she ignores me.
Well, that was my second day on the job. Like
So
now I'm more
what?
comfortable, so I'll do a cheer.
You come by.
Well, I'll have to say, going back to the roomie thing, I have stayed over at your house one night because we had to do an early shoot. And it is awesome because when you go there, under your pillow is a box, and in the box is a toothbrush, a brand new toothbrush. And she does all these little
It's like
things.
a hotel.
Yeah, it was. It was like
Oh.
a fancy hotel.
Yeah,
It's
right.
like,
They're the best for my friends.
Right. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Do you make towel animals too?
Oh, I need to learn how to do that. I bet there's a YouTube
Me
video.
and Tony's mom did that together.
And other things.
Whoa.
I think living with Ashley would be a little struggle for me. Well, first of all, I would never have to pick out an outfit because she would pick out everything for me. I know
To be
that.
fair, it would be her clothes, though. So
No, I couldn't fit in them. No, but because on the old show, she used to yell at me on the outfits I would wear, and she's like, "No, just tell me what you're going to wear, and I'll tell you."
Yes.
Yeah.
And she'll cook you a good meal.
Yeah, but that's new. This cooking
Yeah,
thing
the
is
cooking
new.
thing's still relatively new.
I know that.
I love going to Ashley's. It's always so perfectly clean and
Oh, that's
pretty.
Dave. Dave is the clean one. I am.
And you have really good wine.
Oh, the wine's from Door County, Wisconsin.
Oh,
See?
never
You're
mind.
really gonna love coming there.
I don't. Never mind. I don't like the wine. No, I'm just kidding.
No wine, zero.
there you go.
Oh.
All right.
Well,
Well,
speaking of my apartment, I need to go there.
yeah. Well, I was just going to wrap this up, but if you want to talk about that.
No, I
Oh, okay.
want to talk about that.
All right. Well, so this was the after show, and this is what we talked
Laughter
about.
show.
The laughter. Thank you. I have it written 10 times.
Put that in your
front of me.
notes
All
as
right.
things you said wrong.
Right. And we're just going to end it.